Hey everyone, I want to come on and do part 4 of the success series for you guys. I got home pretty late last night. Well, 10:30. Well, I guess after I walked my dog it was already 11, but um, yeah, so I couldn't do this last night, and I kind of spent some time thinking about, okay, like what do I want part 4 to be? What's the next step for people? And last night at Toastmasters, I was the general evaluator for the club. And so what that means is that I gave evaluation. Hey Marcus. So that what that means is I gave evaluation on the whole meeting, right? So I evaluated the whole club from beginning to end. And its evaluation is a big part. I'd say probably the biggest part about going to Toastmasters because it gives so much feedback for us to work on, right? So this is why I did part 4 is going to be feedback and evaluation, because it's one of the most important things that we can do in order to move forward, right? It's and it's important to, whether you're gonna like self-evaluate or you're gonna ask other people for feedback, it's a big part on moving forward, because if you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over without changing anything, then it's going to be hard to know whether you're doing it right, whether you could be doing it better. Is there an easier or maybe a more efficient way of doing things? And we all have blind spots, right? There's things that we can't see or that we're not aware of that it's very obvious and glaring to other people, right? So other people can see things about us that we can't see for ourselves or that we don't want to see for ourselves. That's probably a big part. We don't want to admit that we're not perfect, that we might be doing something wrong or right? So if I can give you guys an example from my own life, is like with soccer. I love using soccer as my analogies. When I was coaching my men's team, so I was a player coach, we would record all of our soccer games, and then after the game we would go to one of the guys' house and watch the games, and we would sit there and analyze our game, every little mistake, everything that we did right, everything we did wrong. And like literally, like we would sit there, like we would stop it, like everything that happened we'd be like pause it, be like, see, this is what happened, this is what we could have done differently. Or we would give praise to someone that did something good, a good pass, a good play, a good whatever. And it really helped us move our game forward. And it really helped us to become a better team, become better individuals. And it was huge. Like, it's the amount of things that you can see when you record yourself is just, it's wow. Like, the whole team wouldn't come and watch the game, but like the core group of us that did, then we could tell the rest of the team, be like, hey guys, so this is what we saw, this is what we need to work on, this is what we need to improve. And like it was just, the value we got out of that is just like, I don't even know how to put it into words, right? And the same thing goes like at work. Certain nights I host like info nights. And at these info nights, like I speak in front of, I don't know, it could be anywhere from like 5 to 20 people, depending on the night and who shows up and that kind of thing. And when I do it, I'll record the evening, and it's not so that I can post it later, because I never post any of that stuff publicly, because there's confidentiality and things like that. I record it for myself so that I can watch myself and see what I liked, what I didn't like, and just right, again, analyze what I did, and then be able to use that to improve the next time and be better the next time, because that's what feedback and evaluation is all about, is being better next time. It's not that this time sucked or that it was horrible or that I'm bad or anything like that. It's just saying, hey, I can be better, and there's no way that I'm going to be better without knowing what to work on, right? So a big part I love to record things and then watch them. Like even my videos, even these videos, this video, I'll probably watch it like 3 or 4 times after. And just to see how I did and evaluate myself, right? Another part, like if you're not able to evaluate yourself or that, like depending on what you're doing, is ask somebody else. Be like, hey, how did you think that I did? Hey, what can I do different? And a lot of time, like whether there's people watching or even at work, your boss or your colleagues, anything, right? Is be like, hey, like, how do you think I'm doing? What do you think I need to work on? How can I be better? And this can be for anything. This can be for like your like relationships, work, sports, even cooking, right? Like if you cook for somebody, hey, how did you think that was? Or like whatever, right? Like it's like feedback and evaluation is just, it's huge. And if you never ask, I mean, a lot of times, unless people mostly, yeah, but best thing is to ask. And if you're not getting the responses and stuff, evaluate yourself, give yourself feedback, right? But do your best to get feedback from others, because like I said, we all have blind spots. Unless you're recording yourself, then it's hard to kind of see into those blind spots and that kind of thing. So that's part 4. So again, like part 1 was start with why. Why are you doing things? Part 2 is show up. Just start doing something, right? Get the wheels in motion. Part 3 was like, don't be so hard on yourself, right? You're not going to be a professional from the get-go. You're not going to be number 1 from the start. And number 4 today is feedback and evaluation, right? Once you start showing up and start doing things, then take a look back and see what you could do differently, what you could do better, what you could be more efficient at, where you can ask for help. Like there's so many things to be able to do better. And remember, just either like evaluate yourself, record yourself at whatever you're doing if you can, and ask the people that are around you for feedback too. Even if you're recording yourself and all that, ask people around you too, right? It's so important, right? So get some feedback, evaluate yourself, analyze yourself, and then implement that feedback too, right? I'll end with that. That's a big part too, yeah, because it's all fine and dandy and stuff if you get all this feedback and stuff, but if you don't implement it, then what was the point? You're still just gonna be where you were at yesterday. You gotta implement the feedback that you get so that you can be better. It's like reading a book, right? And like a self-help book, reading a book and not implementing anything that you learned. Then it's just pointless. You're just wasting your time and money. So I mean, get feedback, implement it, and be better than you were yesterday. That'll be it for today. So I hope this helps. Share it with anyone that you feel could use any of this. Like even like looking back at parts 1, 2, and 3. Still working on getting it on YouTube. So have yourselves a good day. I've got some work to do and other things. So yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you.